1946 this one was originally put down. Army engineers did it initially, yes. Very well done, the drainage and the green itself was perfectly level, it was very good. They were in use the whole time over the years, but through natural attrition of age with our resident population that just got to the point where we wouldn't need two greens, and administration needed the extra ground for development, and that's what took place. We lost it, and our gain was that we got a synthetic green out of it, which is excellent. Not difficult, no, as far as that went, but cost factor, of course, came into it. Yeah, well, that is always a problem. And I mean, you couldn't have a productive club in good functioning if you've only got one green and it's a grass green. You've got to have a synthetic green with one to make it a practical operation. You could have it 52 weeks of the year for play, and whereas a grass green has got to come out 6 to 8 weeks every year. And that wasn't a good proposition as far as the club members here were concerned. We were, and although there was only one club within our perimeter that had got a synthetic green in operation, and that was Manly Vale at the time. They've been most happy with it, I know. I've spoken to the president down there, and being a friend also, but he couldn't speak more highly of the members being involved in it and how happy they were with it, and so that made us realise that that was the way to go. Not from the members' point of view, no, but of course being a part of a big operation like we are, capital expenditure was a big issue, and there was obstacles to get over with that, with convincing administration that it was the way to go, but fortunately they had the foresight for the future to agree that it was, and that's how it came into being. I think all the members here are particularly happy with it, and I'm sure the administration are exceptionally happy and pleased now that they have gone that way. I don't have figures in that direction because it's not part of my job, but I know that it cost over $200,000. But the actual fine figure, I don't know. By administration. Yes, by the village itself. No. Oh yes, and they're happy that they have a facility that the members are particularly happy with, and this is part of their program of making sure that the residents are happy with what they've got, that they're getting value for their money, and they are, and they will continue because it's something in the long term that they've got to look at. Social at the moment, for the simple reason, as I spoke before, the natural attrition of age has caught up with them. We're no longer able to put in a pennant team. We can't commit our members to 10 weeks of penance. They don't want to travel, they've been through that, and they don't want to do it now. But over the next few years we will see growth of younger people now that we're an open village and not restricted to ex-service personnel only. No, they're not. They're quite happy with. Some of them have commented some days when it dries out a bit towards afternoon and it hasn't been watered that morning, they may say it's a little slow, but very few. And in playing social bowls as they do, most of them are just delighted to be able to play on them. And it is, for anybody that's had competitive games over the years, they can't speak more highly of it, so I think that's enough. More than happy with the whole operation, actually. They were very good to deal with, exceptionally good. We never had a problem. Their follow-up has been good, so I can't fault it in any way. And the colour? So far, so good. Initially, that was a concern to me particularly, and when we had first rain initially, there used to be a lot of water on it, and that worried me a bit. Doesn't drain away quite as quickly as a grass green, but once the main surface of that green water is gone, it's okay, there's not a problem. But that was the main concern that I had. But that wasn't because of the fault of the drainage, it was just the fact that we weren't used to it. It depends on the depth of rain that you had, the amount of over a consistent time, and I think made the difference. We only play 3 days a week at the moment in Maine, but we do have special days at other times, so at the maximum you get 4 days of play. But having said that, it's there for them to roll up and use any time, 7 days a week. So that's a big thing. That will be a big thing over the years because it will help to build the club back to what it was initially. I couldn't speak more highly of it from a personal point of view and from a club point of view. Wouldn't hesitate to go the same way again. Oh, you could. It could be used for other things. Should it become an issue where it was no longer viable for a bowling club, you could use it for anything. So it's there anyway, but I feel confident that it will always be a bowling club. It's a great recreational thing for senior people, particularly. It is a good thing. People that can't play bowls or don't play bowl sit here and have their coffee or whatever, sit and watch the bowls and enjoy it. It's like bowls on TV, where people that never been involved in a bowling love watching that program, so because it's entertainment. This is another form of entertainment and relaxation. It is. Yes, it looks beautiful first thing in the morning too. When I go for a walk and I look across there, it looks great. It does. We used to have a very, very bad influence of white cockatoos here when we had a grass green, and our poor old greenkeeper spent more time plugging holes than he did any other form of maintenance, believe me. But they don't like the synthetic greener, so that was a very big plus.